here with the surprise at 10-1, Captain Albano knocking off the 1-5 favorite Legendary Hanover. Again, that was the one worry about Legendary Hanover. No races on the 5/8 this year coming into this one. Gem Quality 27-1 for third. Again, a lot of long odds because Legendary Hanover was 1-5. Race 13 now as we catch our breaths from that one. We got another big one coming up. It's the 3-year-old Earl Beal Jr., 3-year-old Open Earl Beal Jr. Memorial Trot. Purse $300,000. And again, the one driver change in here, number 6 Situationship, will be driver Yannick Gingras, and we're 5 minutes away from post for the 13th. Trotters making their way out onto the track for the Earl Beal Jr. Memorial Trot. Number 1, Sponzano, owned by Beaver, Spartners and Mains and Fleming. Trainer Chris Beaver, driver is Aaron Merriman. Aaron has driven this gelding for much of the season. He's got a couple wins, one at the Meadows and one at Plain Ridge among his 7 starts, coming off a second last time out in his last race in Ohio. Number 2, Amazing Catch, owned by Al Livfeld, Marvin Lynn Katz, Sam Goldband. Trainer Okas Fonstedt, the driver is Dexter Dunn. An Amazing Catch coming off a 3rd place finish in the finals of the Hambletonian, a 3rd in the elimination, both times at odds of longer than 30-1. Number 3, Sig Sauer, owned by Patricia Stable, Joe Spracco, JAF Racing, Alistair Stables, Caviar Farms. Noel Daly, the trainer, coming off that win in the Hempt with Captain Albano. Andrew McCarthy in the bike for Sig Sauer. Raced only 4 times this year, but one of those was a win in the Stanley Dancer at the Meadowlands and a 4th place finish last time in the Hambletonian. Number 4, TCI, owned by Burke Racing Stable, Hatfield Stables, Knox Services, Weaver Buscemi. Trainer is Ron Burke. David Miller, the drivers, won this race twice in 2013 with Corky, and then also Actually, David's just won it once before, my bad. But TCI, of course, $1.2 million earned as a 2-year-old looking for his 5th win this year. Number 5, Security Protected, owned by Brad Grant and ordered by Stable. Trainer Marcus Melander, driver Scott Zeron. Security Protected struggled in the Hambletonian but came back last week to win a Pennsylvania Sire Stakes race at the Meadows. 6, Situationship, owned by Knudsen Trotting, Little E, Anderson, and Oka Svanstedt. Trainer Oka Svanstedt, the driver is Yannick Gingras. Oka Svanstedt has trained 3 winners already today, including back in the Delmonico Hanover with Warwi Michelle. Situationship, 2 starts removed from a win in the Stanley Dancer at the Meadowlands. And Yannick Gingras has won this race 3 times before, won it 3 years in a row from 2014 to 2016. Number 7, Flyby, the owners Marvin Katz, Al Libfeld, Pride Stables Inc., trainer Tony Alagna, driver Jason Bartlett. Flyby coming off a win in his very last start in the New York Sire Stakes at Tioga. He has won 2 of his last 3. And number 8, Gruesome Twosome, owned by Ira Steinberg and Daryl Bontrager. Daryl Bontrager, the trainer and the driver for Gruesome Twosome, who spent most of his time this year in Indiana. He is 4 of 4 on the 7/8 oval at Hoosier. That's the field for the Earl Beal Jr. Memorial Trot. $300,000 on the line. Let's take it to Jess Gott and see who she likes in this one.
The 3-year-old Colton Gelding Trotters are up next, and not much separating my top 2 choices on the tote board. The 3, Sig Sauer, is 9-5, and the 4, TCI, is 4-5. Both coming out of the Hambletonian final a couple of weeks back. I'll start with Sig Sauer, post 3 for Andy McCarthy and Noel Daly. Noel Daly looking to go back-to-back in here. I thought it was a very game effort last time out. Park past the quarter, 26-4, in a torrential downpour, then was able to get a seat there and get covered up by a couple of other horses, and just didn't have enough room there late in the stretch. Had to get checked a couple of times, and then trotted home really strongly behind Carl Highland Kismet. An amazing catch. Gets post advantage on a couple of others in here. I think this will be a good spot for him. David Miller, TCI, Ron Burke will team up from post 4. Obviously, we saw the fractions he put up in the Hambletonian final, and remember, it was a torrential downpour that day. Prior to that, they did a full go over, I guess you could say, like to see if he was okay, and going into the Hambletonian elimination, and he was much, much better that day, doing all the work on the front end, 150-4, 26-4 at the end of it. Looking for him to rebound back after a 5th place finish in the final. I watched him warm up earlier today, and I thought he looked very, very good out on the racetrack. Was able to catch up with Dexter Dunn earlier on in the card, and he was very impressed with amazing catches. 3rd place finish in the Hambletonian final from post 10. I thought he had one of the most impressive miles of that race coming out of that race. He's going to get post 2 to work with here. He was 1 for 6 last season, 1 for 6 so far this season. Dexter's been on quite a roll, and Aki has had a couple of wins on the card so far. And then I'm going to use the 6 Situationship. Driver change to Yannick here tonight. This guy has been up and down maybe a little bit in consistency level, but he's been putting up some really good efforts. He made a break behind the gate in the Yonkers Trot, 3 back, and ended up being 2nd in that race. I just think it was a little too much on the front end from post 10 in the Hambletonian elimination, with some pretty nice fractions set up front. He got an extra week off coming into this race and gets post 6 to work with. 3-4-2-6 for me in the Earl Beal Jr. Memorial.
Last call, race 13, get him in. The starter is called. The 3-year-old Open Trotters to the gate for today's 13th race at Pocono, first half of the late daily double. This is the Earl Beal Jr. Memorial Trot, carrying a purse of $300,000. And around the turn, they go. The Trotters have reached the back stretch, and they are underway in the Beal, and it's situationship out quickly. You had breaks by both TCI and Sponzano right off the bat. Situationship, no problems like that, gets out to the lead. Sig Sauer moves up on the outside trying to get to the front. Amazing Catch is third. Next up, Gruesome Twosome finds a spot in fourth, right in front of Security Protected. Then it's Flyby. Sponzano and TCI both dug themselves a hole. They're both flat again, but way back. The quarter mile reached 27 and 4, and it's Sig Sauer taking the lead for Andrew McCarthy. Took a little bit of air there to get in front of Situationship, and now the even money favorite in charge. Third on the inside, Amazing Catch. It's two back to Bontrager with Gruesome Twosome. Security Protected is fifth. Then comes Flyby, and again, Sponzano and TCI both caught the pack pretty quickly after their breaks at the start. From fourth, you've got a first over coming from Gruesome Twosome, but Sig Sauer leads at the half, 56 and 429 even. Second panel, soggy fractions there. Things will pick up on the back stretch though as Sig Sauer deals with Gruesome Twosome. First over pressure, he's just a half length back. Good spot in the pocket, Situationship. Security Protected, second over about 2.5 off the lead. Third in there, Amazing Catch, he needs racing room. Third on the outside, Sponzano. At the back are Flyby and TCI. Up front, it's still Sig Sauer. Three quarters, 124 and 1, 27 and 2, third panel. Sig Sauer still parking out the effort there of Gruesome Twosome, while Situationship waits in the pocket. Third in, Amazing Catch, and out wide, Security Protected. Top of the stretch, Sig Sauer trying to hold it together, but Situationship has another move on the inside. It's Sig Sauer and Situationship nosing his way up. Sig Sauer still a slight lead. Situationship, Sig Sauer. Sig Sauer guts it out for Andrew McCarthy in a tight one. Situationship, oh so close there in second. Then it was Amazing Catch third, and I believe it's going to be Gruesome Twosome fourth there. Sig Sauer in the Beal, 151 and 3/5. Andrew McCarthy had one taken away at the line back in the Lynch, but here Sig Sauer is giving his best effort. Situationship was a serious threat from the pocket. Just a dead sprint between those two after the relatively soft fractions to the half, and Sig Sauer rises to the challenge. You see him just out in front. Judges have posted the unofficial order of finish for race number 13. Number 3, Sig Sauer finished first. Number 6, Situationship finished second. Number 2, Amazing Catch finished third. Number 8, Gruesome Twosome finished fourth. Unofficially 3, 6, 2, 8 in race number 13. Among those in the Hanover Shoe Farms winner's circle for the trophy presentation are Cindy Beal and also Anna McCurdy. Anna is Earl Beal Jr.'s granddaughter, and we'd like to wish Anna happy birthday. Happy 19th birthday, Anna McCurdy, here today for the Earl Beal Jr. Memorial Trot. And heading to the Hanover Shoe Farms winner's circle is the 3, Sig Sauer, 3-year-old bay colt by Muscle Hill out of Siglewig by Donato Hanover. Bred by Southwind Farms LLC of New Jersey, owned by Patricia Stable, Joe Spracco, JAF Racing of New York, Alistair Stables of New Jersey, Caviart Farms of Virginia, trainer Noel Daly. Speaking of big days, Noel gets a win with Captain Albano in the Hempt, and now here with Sig Sauer in the Beal. Andrew McCarthy doing the driving, and Sig Sauer at even money. Just his fifth race of 2024, but seems to be peaking at the right time, and he gets it done on the front end. So he's got 2 wins in 5 this year. He has 6 wins in 10 races lifetime. Career earnings now over $584,000. He trots the mile today, 151 and 3, and a gutty effort late to hang on. Congrats to number 3, Sig Sauer, winner of the Earl Beal Jr. Memorial Trot 2024. All right, we've got Jess Gotten in the Hanover Shoe Farms, a winner's circle with a trainer doing some serious damage here today. Noel Daly. Jessica, take it away.
Thanks, Jim. You go back to back, Noel. Pretty nice way to end off the day. Let's go back just to the race before with Captain Albano. What were your thoughts on his performance gunning down Legendary Hanover?
Yeah, no, that was great to see. He's had a bit of bad luck, that horse, but, we did get the trip today. He got the front easy enough, sat on the best horse, so. But, I thought halfway down the straight we were going to be third, so it was good that he eventually wore him down. That was really good, I'm not suggesting we're going to outgun him every time, but it's nice to know that we can.
It's a long season for those 3-year-old Glamour Boy division horses and for the Colt Trotters as well. We'll talk about Sig Sauer here. He's just maybe run into a little bit of bad luck in the Hamiltonian final.
Yeah, a different trip, he could win that. He's as good as any of them, I think, right now. It's just, there's 3 or 4 of them that are legit in there. You can't take it away. Carl's still the one they got to beat, but, I'm not saying I can't beat him. I beat him once, and we can beat him again.
The complexion of the race maybe changed a bit when TCI went off stride there behind the gate. Is this horse better when he's forwardly placed off of the gate? Like, is his best asset maybe the speed?
Well, we've never really had him there, but Andy said he had planned to go forward and see what happened. For a minute there, I thought they were going to get him, but he said no, he was fine. He's pretty versatile, and he's got his mind on the job right now. He's a very good horse.
And Situationship was coming up the inside there late in the mile. From where I was standing, it looked like he was going to get past there, but he just dug in game. He really loves his job.
Yeah, he does. He can be a bit of a handful around the barn, but he's, on the track, he's been a very good horse for us.
Makes it, well, worth it.
Very much so.
Nice job, Noel.
Okay, thanks.
6 Hour takes the Earl Beal Jr. Memorial.
Congrats